fixing, but I guess I didn't. Let me go up a bit. Love to see you in here. I am operating live, so thank you for your patience. For those that come on after the fact, here we go. I think that's a little bit better. Um, Thank you for joining me. My name is Sonia Marie. For all of you cross watchers and those that come in after the fact, I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you. I have a book that's out, The Signs, an Astrological Memoir. If you want to go ahead and get that thing, the link is in the description box below. I'd appreciate that. Repping my girl Lucy Taylor today with Project Flame, and look it up. You need to go projectflyla.org and look it up. They're doing some wonderful things for the community, for the people, for the children and the parents within the community. Thank you for that first thumbs up. I don't know who that was, but I appreciate it. I always like to see those numbers fly. Appreciate you. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for letting people know. Hello to all the family that's coming on in. Hi, Jay Walker and Ramon. Hi, True Empress Right. Hello to April. What's up, Tasha? Trinati? I think that's how you say it. Moni Love, where you at? In the middle. Moni in the middle. Voyages is here. Hi, Kay. How are you? Hope you're having an awesome time in LA if you didn't get here already. Big ups to you. Hi, Angie P. This is an awesome day. D Stokes. Listen, I want to talk to y'all just a little bit about what's happening in the universe, of course, planetarily, and then how that's rolling over spiritually as I do, and talking as Spirit downloads some information. But also, I'm just going to read one person today because a sister has a little bit to do, and I want to kind of jump to it. So thank you for coming. If you are used to this format, then you know that in a little bit I'll be asking for your sun, your moon, and your rise, just to do a quick little read. Again, please hit a sister up on Instagram and all of the platforms that are out there. Please get my book. I'd appreciate if you get my book. And I appreciate if you pay attention to Project Fly LA, like I said a little bit earlier. Yo. I don't know if y'all know, but a sister is an avid swimmer. Am I an Olympic swimmer? No. But I do like to utilize the pool to pray, to clean myself off, to do a little exercise. Sister's still a little curvy, but I feel strong. But more importantly, to connect with spirit and utilizing the element that I am. So I said all that to say is that I was in the water today, and I was really hearing some powerful messages and some things that were told to me to tell you and to share with everyone. First and foremost, let me highlight this fact. Jupiter is coming on in and in a wondrous way, lighting us up. Why? Because we have to think about what sign Jupiter is in, what energy Jupiter is in. Jupiter is in Aquarius. And since we are in the season of Aries, not only that, Venus is on the tail end of being in Aries. The sun is in Aries, and there's something else in Aries as well. I want to say it's Mercury. That's in Aries, yes. So sun, Mercury, Venus, all in Aries. That's going to sit right and nice with Jupiter. That calls for a wonderful time, meaning opportunities coming our way quick, fast, and in a hurry, because Aquarius and Aries like to get together. Aries has the physical energy, the fortitude, the forthrightness, the get up and go, let's make this thing happen. And then Aquarius energy, being in Jupiter, can set it up like a plan, can set it up for the people, can dish it out for humanity's sake, right? Can set it up in a way that makes everybody independent of the source and where it comes from. So that means that this morning, how that has been caught on the last week and a half, and how Jupiter is doing its best to shake us up and make us feel good, alongside with Venus being in space and place. And Venus saying, yo, let's put this love on us. Let's get this money together. Let's get our desires together. And desires in my book sometimes equal prayer, right? Because when you are desiring a thing, you're going to pray for a thing. And that prayer can allow it to go out into ethers and come back into your heart, and then you manifest it, correct? So with that being said, like, Jupiter is doing itself a favor to add to the joint. And what I'm gonna say specifically, there's about, starting today, the moon is sextiling. Hey, how are you? The moon is sextiling Jupiter. And then on the moon squares Jupiter. And then on Thursday, the sun sextiles Jupiter. Those are three aspects. Squares is a little cantankerous. It's a little hard edge. I say all that to say is this. If there are these wonderful aspects that are happening within a week, there's emphasis on that information. Jupiter being the information, the opportunities that are coming away. So I say all that to say is like, yo, it's a rewards. Yo, it's a good time to be optimistic about where we're going. On the cuff of this new moon in Aries and us blasting forward and doing the things that we know that are right for our heart. However, some never, this is what I heard. There is edge for caution. There absolutely is edge for caution. For two particular reasons is what I hear. Pluto, Mars, and somebody else, Neptune, are in this little bit of a battle. They're a little irritated, right? And without giving you too much detail, let me tell you this. When these three planets are irritated in their own way, it oftentimes brings up karmic shit. I have a point. I want you to hold on with me. It oftentimes brings up karmic shit. So in the midst of us celebrating, in the midst of us thinking, Jupiter got us, we got opportunities, we're going for it, COVID is behind us, we are making strides, I got my vaccine, I'm doing this, I'm about to travel, and we're getting excited about where we're going and seemingly going back to the normal, that karmic shit of Pluto and Neptune and Mars is slamming our ass up against the wall saying, oh, but did you forget about this? Did you clean this up? Did you make sure before you start partying and going hardy, did you make sure that you apologized? Did you make sure that you dropped your guilt? Did you make sure you did these things? Now pause. Squirrel. You may think to yourself, this is a good time, Sonia, to celebrate. Why bring in this other part? Because often, the three planets, is because oftentimes as human beings, we get caught in the celebration. And I'm gonna be straight up and down. We have every reason not to be caught in the celebration. Why? We are on the cuff of fucking COVID. We are on the cuff of a time in which we are literally about to roll into the PTSD moments of what COVID brought us. So we either acting out, we either going forward and getting all kinds of vaccines about it. I went to fucking goddamn Yard House. I was telling a couple people this. Went to Yard House, and these mugs are in, like, it's 2017. No masks in the restaurant. I would appreciate some thumbs up if y'all listening and y'all understand where I'm coming from. No masks in the restaurants, no nothing. And they're sitting right close to one another. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Y'all hear what I will say? Yo, it's time for celebration. Pluto and Mars and Neptune, yeah, but remember, we still cleaning up some shit that you got. Thank y'all for the thumbs up, and thank you for the yes, y'all, because I feel like I'm like by myself. But here's the deal. Yeah, but we still cleaning up, forgot to clean up. Let me start all over, and here's the download. The download is this. Nobody forced you to do anything during COVID, to move. Nobody asked you to get pregnant. Nobody asked you to do these wonderful things that some people have done to utilize the time that COVID brought. But here's the deal. What Spirit was asking, in that to ourselves, is that we all get to the core of who we are and try to figure out what it is that we need to correct, how we need to grow, how we need to move forward. The things, the karmic shit that we have to look in our face is really, really hard. That could have been on us in regards, from our childhood, from our parents, from whatever. But we have to come face to face with it. That's what 2020 taught us, to come face to face with it. So if you're not coming face to face with it, and then we slide into this moment in which we're sliding into, because now vaccines are fucking making us happy. Now we feel a little bit relaxed. Now we feel, yo, that fucking karmic shit is gonna come right back up in your face because you didn't heal what you were supposed to heal. Yes, y'all? I'm not the Debbie Downer. I'm absolutely not the Debbie Downer. I want to be able to celebrate with you. But we need to be a little trepidatious about the movements that we are making right now, in my opinion. If you've been riding with me, and for the last couple of years, we've been watching this kind of come up over the mountain, so to speak. Didn't know how it was going to come, but it was all to blow us out the water. And now everybody's incredibly excited, overwhelmingly so, that they just want to move forward and forget the last couple of steps. And the last couple of steps are to implement the lessons, or to implement the charges that were given, or to implement the pain, or to eradicate it even more, to understand why we went through what we went through. Not to forget it, not to push it aside, not to say, ooh, that's over, let's go. It's not about that. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real? I had to come on here and talk about this thing because it's running rampant, and it looks quite irresponsible on some people. It's shutting a lot of people down, health-wise, money-wise. It's shutting your homes down. Your children don't understand you no more. It's that PTSD shit. I heard the most horrendous story last week about a 30-year-old man who literally killed his mom on a Zoom call that she was having with her colleagues. Brother just snapped. Just snapped. Why? Because we are being, not him in particular, but a lot of people are being forced to this moment where, again, they didn't take care of what it is that they were supposed to take care of. You say to yourself, well, fuck that shit, man. Like, what is it? You don't have to ask me. Sit back and ask God. Sit back and ask your ancestors. Sit back and ask them, what have you been telling me to do? How can I utilize these jubilant moments? How can I utilize these moments to the best of my ability? Not to celebrate, but to expand. Right, Nye? To expand. People are losing it because they got lost in the lessons. They got lost, and they were downtrodden by the pain that was coming up over them, by the things that they lost in their lives. And we're on the other side of it almost, and we almost don't want to see the responsibility of it. I hate to seem like I'm reiterating what I'm saying, but there we go. Sorry, the phone call came through. But to be quite honest with you, it is a time in which we just have to tread water. We have to pay attention. Love you too, Tamiko. That makes sense to y'all? Anyway, Venus is in, I'm sorry, y'all. This is, ay, ay, ay. Here's the other part of it. Venus, yeah, the signal is going in and out because people are calling me and there's an emergency that's to it if I'm sitting here talking to you. So to let you know, it's going in and out because there's emergency phone calls that are coming in. But I want to get this out the way before I actually go there. So thank you for your patience, and I appreciate it. If you come back and try to make some sense of it by watching the replay. All right, everybody good? Yes, y'all? Can you hear me? Okay. So the other part of it is that Venus, on Wednesday, Venus this week is going into Taurus at 2:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I love this for a bunch of different reasons. Why? Because on the top of us, we're talking about, and I'm a little serious today, y'all, because I honestly want to get y'all to get this. I want y'all to get this. I want you to get the whole culmination of what's being said and then to think and intuit beyond what I'm saying, right? So we don't miss steps. Venus is going into Taurus at 2:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On the top of this, we're talking about Jupiter being in Aquarius, doing shit for the people. And Aries being aspected by that, allowing us to do for the people and to bring out this jubilance with the people, for the people, in groups, in an independent way, all types of things, but fast. When Venus goes into Taurus, it's steady. When Venus goes into Taurus, how you love, what you desire, goes out of erratic Aries, which is awesome to start some shit off, but it can get a little erratic if it stays in that position for too long. Squirrel, if you ever notice, when a planet is in a particular sign and it stays there right on its outs, like the 28th, 29th degree, you feel a little crunchy about it. Why? Because there's an energy doesn't mean to stay into something for forever. So when Venus is in Aries and is in his last little trials, right, his last little degrees of it, and it's about to go into Taurus, it's a little impatient. It can't stay in that vibration too long, so it busts into the next incarnation, which is Taurus. And Taurus says, calm the fuck down. Taurus says, everything that we do, we're going to do with quality. We're going to definitely look for that money, because Taurus loves money, but it loves a steady, methodical, steadfast, bit by bit type of approach to our desires, to our love, to the beautiful things that are around us. I'm so glad this makes sense, y'all. I'm so glad this makes sense. I kind of feel like I'm a little all over the place in a sense, because I want y'all to get this, and there's like a bunch of information that's coming through my head that I'm trying to assimilate all at once. But the bottom line is that we have to reel in these moments of wanting to celebrate so much and be so hell-bent on doing so, because we're in such a fire sign season and a fire energy, that this Venus in Taurus is literally going to slow our asses down to look at it and go, oh, okay. So it's quality over quantity. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's just a few of us celebrating over having a party and going out to the beach. We're going to have our masks and stay far away. You know you're not going to stay far away once you get drunk, motherfucker, and everybody starts laughing and falling on each other. Is the point. So Venus and Taurus is saying, yo, let's make it 5 of us. Let's ease into this thing. Again, I'm staying with my analogy and with my example because it's a general situation. But how it applies to your life can be very, very specific, in which I'm hoping that you meditate on and see for yourself. But the bottom line is this: pump your motherfucking brakes. Sip on the joy. Sip on the happiness. Sip on it all. There's danger, incredible danger, in being extremely high, just as much as there's danger in being extremely low. There's so much danger in celebrating way too much and being all positive. And yes, I said it. Why? Because it's not natural. It's not natural, because you got to find somewhere to fall down. You got to go as high as you're going, you got to go just as low. So if you keep your wits about you, Venus in Taurus, which is coming on Wednesday, and says, yo, pump your brakes, slow and steady, methodical, steadfast. We'll get the money bit by bit. Pay attention. Be a martyr for self. Be compassionate for self. You understand what I'm saying? Be diligent in what it is that you want, whether it's 1 or 2 things. You don't have to do the whole thing, right? Because Gemini Mars got us doing everything at one time, right? You don't have to do it all. You stick with what sticks with you. You stick with what sticks with you. Here's a quick little analogy. I'm not fucking with no dudes that don't want me. You don't want me? Peace. Oftentimes, and sisters can adhere to this, brothers can too, but I'm talking to my sisters. And I know I'm squirreling out, but just stay with me. Oftentimes, we see a thing, we desire a thing, so we go forward. We want it. We think of clever little fucking crazy ass backdoor ways in order to get what we want, including a dude. Including a dude. So we go this way, we go that way, we go up, we go down, or whatever. That Venus in Taurus says, pull back. Let him come to you. Because let everything come to you, not just a dude. Be methodical about the thing. Let it find you. Why? Because you'll know it wants you. There's some type of sustainability. Get it and then realize the shit didn't want you in the first fucking place. Yo, come on now. I'm just saying, pump your brakes just a little bit. Feel the goodness. Feel that shit that Venus dropped on us last week. That was gorgeous. That was a great little assimilation and a reminder of how we are chosen, how we are magic. If y'all didn't see the to it, but it was a great reminder of how magical we really, really fucking are. But it didn't mean that you need to run off the fucking building and be like, whoa, yeah, I'm magical. Let me tell everybody. No, sometimes it's just good to sit with that thing and you feel it rub up on you. You understand what I'm saying? And it gets into your bloodstream, and you just smiling just cause. And you're attracting all kinds of people because they want to know what the fuck that glow is. By the way, the glow today is just this little lamp that's right here on this thing that wasn't here. It's never here, actually. And I'm like, oh, I got a little illumination. But the other glow, people want to know. That's what Venus was doing last week, putting that glow on you, reminding you. Jupiter this week says, yo, roll with it. And you're like, yeah, in certain situations. Let's just roll with it and sip on it. Give a little bit at a time. You understand what I'm saying? I can't say this any other kind of way, y'all. But we gotta take on, and I'm very, very serious about this today. As you can see, like I said already, because I don't want us to go overboard, and I don't want us to get sick, and I don't want us to break our ankles and our fucking necks and our arms because we're too ready to jump off. We're too ready to celebrate. Celebrate within you as opposed to expelling it. Because again, when we expel it and we're up on top of the mountain, you got that much distance to fall down. In my opinion, what I know to be true, you know, celebrate just as much. Sense. Everything is somewhat even. Why? Because there's no real value system on it. It's fucking life, man. It's gonna change again. It's gonna get crazy again, then we're gonna get happy again, then we're gonna get depressed again, then we're gonna get happy again. It keeps going. It's life. It's life. But if you put too much on the joy or put too much on the pain, then you're taking yourself out of whack. Stay even. Stay even, motherfuckers. Stay even. Sip on the joy. Sip on the quality. Sip on the information that's coming through. Sip on it. Expel it when you need to. Share it when you need to. Love people through it when you need to. Be devoted, in not in excess, but in an amount of space and time and energy that you can be devoted in. I hope we learned that lesson. That was a COVID motherfucking lesson for everybody. Give what you can give. You can't give more than what you can. At the bottom, that's just the bottom of it. Give what you can. I'm hyped. I'm extremely hyped and very serious. So I'm just gonna go on and talk more about this to the village. I appreciate it if y'all can put the thumbs up on this joint, to share it, to comment. If you didn't know, I pray on all of these broadcasts. Why? Because I love prayer. Why? Because I want God's word to come through. It sounds like Sonia, but it ain't me. I honestly do my best to tap in and express whatever it is that you need to hear. You, like all of you, in some kind of way. So I'm going to leave that right here and know that this is sealed with love and light. And please take it how you can take it. And I'm grateful and honored to share with you. So do you have your moon, your sun, and your rise for one person? And I will read and then get up on out of here and do the extended weekly rundown for the village, a play-by-play. Y'all don't know about the village? Y'all should take heed and go to my website at wordlifeastrology.com. That's word, not world. Wordlifeastrology.com. Wordlifeastrology.com. And then you can see what the village is all about. You're welcome, 99. I believe that's 9 Porter 41. All right, let's see who's on here. Mary Hill, have I ever read you before? I absolutely have seen your name. A girl's memory can come and go. It's the 90s. I smoked way too much weed. No? Okay, cool. So you're a Pisces sun, Scorpio moon, Taurus rise. Oh, that's awesome. So Pisces sun, Scorpio moon, you know that gets along because it's that water, but you got to clean off. You have to clean off. And what I mean by that is that Pisces energy being in your sun, right? Pisces sun, yeah. That Pisces energy being in your sun will take care of anything and everybody. Stray dogs, stray people, stray dudes, stray dicks. I'm just joking. Stray anything and everybody, right? And that moon in Scorpio is very interesting. Moon in Scorpio is an interesting position because moon in Scorpio usually, well, your moon deals with your relationship with your mom. and women that are around you. Also your emotional reaction to things and karmic information. We've said that before, but it's worth repeating. That moon in Scorpio has a way of representing dramatic situations in women. So oftentimes, if moon in Scorpio people don't have tumultuous relationships with their mothers, they end up having tumultuous relationships with family and or women in their family. Okay, thank you, thank all of y'all for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. For some reason, that generates in this YouTube algorithm, and that brings more people to our interesting, in a sense that that emotional fortitude, that emotional response to everything that goes on around you is leading, or I should say, lending to your Pisces energy to take care of whatever drama you bring. Please, doing my best not to accuse you or anything, because I don't know you from Adam. But I do know that that moon in Scorpio has a way of looking for shit to destroy. That's what the dramatic sounds like. When people say, oh, Scorpio energy is dramatic, they just want to blow shit up. Yeah, they do want to blow shit up, but they want to create things too. But oftentimes people just see the destruction rather than what they want to create afterwards. You dig? So when you do that with your moon, with your reactions or emotional reactions that don't really stay, it leaves it up Pisces sun to take care of it. And Pisces sun is really strong in its own way. It's very genius in its own way. It has a bunch of wisdom in its own way, right? However, it's in a space in which it lends to unconditional love, and it's self-sabotaging. So if you're putting out a lot of information, Mary Hill, and emotional information, dramatic information, destructive information in order to create extreme inspiration, moon in Scorpio, it leaves it up to your Pisces, who just wants to love, to take care of it. That's a hard order. So what you have to drama that's coming your way, and don't invite it across the motherfucking street. We get too old after a while. Here's a Taurus rise though. The Taurus rise makes it seem like I'm good. I'm cool. Nothing bothers me. I'm all right. Calm and cool and collected, which oftentimes is the truth, but it can be a straight up front. I said this before, it comes up when we're afraid. So when you get afraid, I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna take care of the 6,000 kids. Okay, do that and kill yourself if you want. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. The Taurus rise becomes stubborn and stays in place, right? It attracts some wonderful material, to be honest with you. Taurus rise people are magnets. Fun, do that thing, get that thing, but you got to be very, very particular about who you die for. Because Taurus energy is very, very martyr-like. That Scorpio energy is going out there, getting the people in the situations in order to create a situation for you to die for them. And then the Pisces has to take care of it. Your little old sweet little... Y'all not commenting too much today. I saw a couple go by. And I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for showing up. I'm gonna end this video again because I have some other work to do, but I'm really, really honored to share with you. Hopefully you get something from this broadcast today. If not just one little thing, if not just one little thing, all right, to make your life better and for you to pass on and to make somebody else's life better. I love you too, Mary Hill, and thank you for getting the book again. I appreciate you. I'm glad y'all listening. Thank you for listening. Aw, you rock too, these stokes. Y'all be good, all right? Be safe and sip on that joy. Take it in for yourself. Do yourself a favor. I know it was a little choppy. Earlier it was choppy because the calls were coming through. Hopefully it kind of smoothed out along the way. But do yourself a favor and share the joy as much as you can take it in, okay? You can't give, and I know this sounds very obvious, but you can't give what you don't have. And we all, in some kind of way, want to make everybody's lives better because we've all been challenged, right? And we all feel responsible for ourselves as well as other people to just make things good again. God will make things good again. We're humans. We can only do but so much. Do y'all get that? We can only do but so much. So be easy on yourself. Be easy on yourself, okay? All right. Now take care. I love you.